hope so. Is it on? Sweet. All right. Wait. We'll check the audio. That's what we're checking is the audio. Oh, you're gonna put your headphones on and do this like the official way. What the heck? Oh, I'm gonna see if I can hear. Audio test 1 2. Audio test 1 2. Is it better? The pride of the High Plains, the Balko Bison, are on the air. Balko Bison basketball is brought to you by Squirtle, Watauga Cheese Factory, Crossroads Express, Casey Cowan Custom Haying, Summit Wealth Strategies, and Tri-State Heating and Air. And now for your Crossroads Express pregame show. We do want to welcome everybody out to Goodwell, Oklahoma, and Anchorage Arena here on the campus of Oklahoma Panhandle State University for this first round playoff matchup between the Balko Bison and the Felt Bulldogs. Balko coming into today's game ranked number 17 in the state. They are 10-1 on the year. Felt comes in with a record of 4 wins and 7 losses. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to have the keys to victory for both teams, the starting lineups, and the tip-off from this matchup. Balko Bison basketball will continue in just a moment. Watauga Cheese Factory has been producing the finest cheese in Oklahoma and Texas for over 80 years. Locally owned and operated, the folks at Watauga Cheese Factory have summer sausages, the best homemade cheddar cheeses in the region, spiced pickles, homespun honey, and their famous cheese curds. Located in Perryton, Watauga Cheese Factory also has gift baskets and offer delivery options. Visit Watauga Cheese Factory at 2018 South Main Street in Perryton or call them at 806-648-4310. Watauga Cheese Factory is a proud sponsor of Balko Bison Athletics. Casey Cowan Custom Haying services the Oklahoma and Texas panhandles for all of your haying needs. From swathing and baling to hay sales for cattle and horses, Casey Cowan Custom Haying is the best option for your farm and ranch needs. Contact Casey Cowan at 580-628-7464 for all of your haying and hay service needs. Casey Cowan Custom Haying is a proud sponsor of Balko Bison Athletics. Crossroads Express is your one-stop shop for your convenience store and gas needs, located at the intersection of Highways 412 and 83 at Bryan's Corner. Crossroads Express features specialty deli items like Louisiana meat pies, crawfish pies, boudin, as well as corn dogs and everyone's favorite beef and bean burritos. And Crossroads Express gas station has your gas and diesel needs that you will need to make it a road trip. Call 580-361-2529 for your call-in orders and let the folks at Crossroads Express take care of you. Crossroads Express is a proud sponsor of Balko Bison Athletics. Panhandle living is hard, and with our scorching summers and frigid winters, if your heating or air isn't working, it can get even harder. Let the fine folks at Tri-State Heating and Air help you make it through the seasons in comfort. Licensed and insured for over 20 years, Bryce Sager and the folks at Tri-State Heating and Air are well equipped to handle your HVAC, air and refrigeration, and heating needs. Locally owned and operated, Tri-State Heating and Air understand the unique needs of folks in the Panhandle. Contact them at 580-525-1820 and let Tri-State Heating and Air make your home or business more comfortable. Tri-State Heating and Air is a proud sponsor of Balko Bison Athletics. In this time when there's so much insecurity in the world, the one thing that you need to be able to rely on is your financial situation. That's where the folks at Summit Wealth Strategies LLC come in. Located in Alva, Summit Wealth Strategies LLC specializes in tax, payroll, and financial management services designed to help folks in the Panhandle and northwestern Oklahoma handle whatever insecurities the world throws at us. Contact Van Johnson at 580-609-4880 and let him give you the financial security and peace of mind you need to make it through any situation. Summit Wealth Strategies LLC is a proud sponsor of Balko Bison Athletics. Welcome back to the Crossroads Express pregame show live from Anchorage Arena here in Goodwell, Oklahoma on the campus of Oklahoma Panhandle State University. We want to thank everyone for joining us on this broadcast of Balko Bison Basketball. If you're listening, please let us know where you're listening from. Like and follow us on Facebook at Balko Bison Sports Network and on Twitter at Balko Sports. We'll give you a mention during the air. We love talking to fans during our broadcast, and we look forward to hearing from you. The Felt Bulldogs come into today's game with a record of 4 wins and 7 losses on the season. They're averaging 35.2 points a game, giving up 55.5 points a game. In their last 5, there's been some marked improvement in this young team, averaging 46.4 points a game and giving up 61. They are 2-3 in those 5 games. The Bulldogs made it to the 4th round of the playoffs last year before falling to Boise City. Felt had to start almost completely over, relying on their youth to get them through the season. Not to mention tragedy striking the team early on in the year as Jay Schwint passed away early on in the school year. The team has a heavy heart, and they are playing for him this season, and they all wear the Schwint jersey warm-ups. They are young but are very talented and dangerous, led by freshman Mason Murdoch. Impressive wins over Texline and Hooker's JV squads, averaging 70 points a game in those matchups, but other times their offense completely disappeared, failing to reach the 20-point mark 4 times this year. Balko comes into today's game ranked number 17 in the state, and they are 10-1 on the year. They're averaging 57.8 points a game, giving up 40 points exactly on the year. In their last 5, their margin balloons, averaging 64.2 points a game, giving up 37.6 points a game, outscoring their opponents by nearly 27 points a game in their last 5. Last season, Balko made it to the 6th round of the playoffs in Class B before losing to Burlington. This is a much more experienced Bison squad, returning nearly the entire roster and adding senior transfer Peyton Mulberry, who moved into the district from Sharon Mutual. The offense is hitting their stride at just the right time, averaging over 64 points a game in their last 5 and over 66 in their last 3. The defense has been solid all year long, giving up 40 points a game and just over 37 in their last 5. The Bison are 1 point away from being undefeated this season. Balko has won 7 straight games coming into today's game with an average margin of victory of 24.6 points per game in those 7. Balko and Felt were scheduled to play twice in the regular season this year, but both games were canceled due to COVID. Balko has not defeated Felt since at least 2014. We know that Felt has won at least 8 consecutive games against the Bison, but OSSAA archives do not show results prior to 2014, so we don't know exactly how long it's been since Balko has defeated Felt. We know it's a long time, and some people have told us that it's even been since the mid-90s since the Balko Bison have defeated Felt. We're going to take another quick break. When we come back, we will have the starting lineup for today's game. The number 17 Balko Bison versus the Felt Bulldogs here from Anchorage Arena in Goodwell, Oklahoma on the campus of Oklahoma Panhandle State University. Balko Bison basketball will continue in just a moment. Crossroads Express is your one-stop shop for your convenience store and gas needs, located at the intersections of Highways 412 and 83 at Bryan's Corner. Crossroads Express features a wide variety of ice-cold fountain drinks, candies, snacks, and is a proud vendor of Cajun salsa and pickles, as well as Watonga cheese. And Crossroads Express gas station has your gas and diesel for your farm and off-road vehicle needs. Crossroads Express also has a gift shop featuring novelty and one-of-a-kind gifts and souvenirs. Call 580-361-2529 for your call-in orders, and let the folks at Crossroads Express take care of you. Crossroads Express is a proud sponsor of Balko Bison Athletics. Welcome back to the Crossroads Express pregame show live from Anchorage Arena here in Goodwell, Oklahoma for this first round OSSAA Class B playoff matchup between the Balko Bison and the Felt Bulldogs. We do want to give a very special thank you to Crossroads Express for being our sponsor for the pregame show for the Bison and Lady Bison basketball teams. For all of your convenience store fueling needs, visit the folks at Crossroads Express. We also want to thank Watonga Cheese Factory, Casey Cowan Custom Haying, Summit Wealth Strategies, and Tri-State Heating and Air for also being sponsors of Balko Bison basketball. The starting lineups for today's game, first for the Felt Bulldogs. Felt coming in today's game with a record of 4 wins and 7 losses. They will have number 1, Travis Fain, number 13, Mason Murdoch, the outstanding freshman, number 14, Jeff Voorhees, number 21, Cole Hutchison, and number 33, Aaron Puebla. And the Bulldogs are coached by Austin Waters. And now for the Balko Bison, ranked number 17 in the state and 10-1 on the year. Number 00, Cole Cowan. Number 1, Braxton Fowler. Number 5, Jaden Hall. Number 10, Logan Taylor. Number 34, Peyton Mulberry. And the Bison are coached by Jake Regier and assisted by Terry Mulberry. So the starters once again for Felt will be Fain, Murdoch, Voorhees, Hutchison, and Puebla. And for Balko will be Cowan, Fowler, Hall, Taylor, and Mulberry. We're a little over 4 minutes from the start of this game. And we're going to have a surprise guest on the show right now. We're going to have a quick word with one of our student athletes that's helping out with the basketball, Mr. Jacoby Hall. We're going to talk about today's game and what we expect to see from the Bison. Balko coming into today's game with a record of 10 wins and 1 loss, with the 1 loss coming by 1 point to Turpin. In your opinion, and you've seen this team all year long and you've seen their opponents all year long, what do the Bison need to do to pull out the victory today and advance to the second round?
Well, Mr. Vaughn, I think it usually comes down to the hustle of all the players, teamwork, given the 100% effort they need to get all their shots up, and get back on defense and everything. I think tonight we can catch a dub.
Well, and you hit on something there. I don't know that there's been back-to-back games where the Bison have had the same scoring leader. It may be Peyton Mulberry one night. It may be Jaden Hall one night. It may be Logan Taylor one night. It may be, Braxton Fowler catching fire and coming off the bench, or Mason Ramju. All of them have been scoring leaders at some point this year. So, Balko, they're an even team. The one thing I think that Balko could run into some trouble, if not tonight, definitely moving forward, is their man defense is still suspect. Their zone defense is really good. They do a very effective 2-3 zone, but their man defense is not really where it needs to be yet, and Coach Regier has been working that. I would imagine that if this game starts to get out of hand, and I have no reason to believe that it will, but if it does, if it starts to be a 20, 25-point game, I would imagine Coach Regier will begin to experiment with that, and he'll want to see that man defense really in some action tonight. Defensively, what do you think the strength for the Bison is, and what do they need to do to guarantee that they're playing tomorrow night?
Their strength defensively, I would say, is their man, because they get up in personal with everybody they play. We let Turpin slip away from us because we went in there headstrong and we didn't know what was going to happen. But tonight, we plan to get all up in their faces, get ready for whatever they have, especially that number 14. He's a fast boy, and they say he can get it up and dunk it. We got to stop that. Our defense is going to stop that.
And yes, we watched Jeff Voorhees dunking in the pregame, and he actually dunked so hard that he disconnected the shot clock from the backboard. They had to kind of reset everything and fix that. So that is something that I feel like that the transition defense for the Bison is going to have to be strong tonight, because Feld is going to want to run. They're going to want to press. They're going to want to take the game to the Bison. And if they can do that, then we may have a tighter game than we're hoping for. If Balko can control the pace, then it should be a good game. I want to thank everybody for listening to the Crossroads Express pregame show. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we will have the start of tonight's action from Anchorage Arena here in Goodwell. Balko Bison basketball will continue in just a moment. In this time when there's so much insecurity in the world, the one thing that you need to be able to rely on is your financial situation. That's where the folks at Summit Wealth Strategies LLC come in. Located in Alva, Summit Wealth Strategies LLC specializes in tax, payroll, and financial management services designed to help folks in the Panhandle in northwestern Oklahoma handle whatever insecurities the world throws at us. Contact Van Johnson at 580-609-4880 and let him give you the financial security and peace of mind you need to make it through any situation. Summit Wealth Strategies LLC is a proud sponsor of Balko Bison Athletics. Welcome back to Anchorage Arena here in Goodwell. Just a reminder, the Watonga Cheese Factory is the 3-point sponsor for the season for Balko Bison and Lady Bison basketball. Every time a Balko Bison or Lady Bison player makes a 3-pointer, we'll give them a mention. Special thank you to Watonga Cheese Factory for being our 3-point sponsor. Welcome to Anchorage Arena here in Goodwell, Oklahoma for this matchup, this first-round Class B matchup between the Balko Bison and the Felt Bulldogs. A very pleasant good evening to you all, wherever you may be. My name is David Vaughn, and I will be your host for the evening. It's a pleasure to be with you on this frigid Friday evening. The starting lineups have made their way to the court, And in the circle, it will be Jeb Voorhees jumping for the Bulldogs and Jaden Hall jumping for the Bison. Balko in their home white uniforms with the maroon lettering, the script Balko across their chest with maroon trim going from right to left across your screen. Felt in their blue uniforms with gold lettering and gold trim moving from left to right. The tip is in the backcourt, controlled by the Bulldogs, and we're underway. Bring the ball up the court is Mason Murdoch. Brings it across the timeline, being guarded by Jaden Hall. Over to Voorhees. Voorhees has the ball. Pass over to Murdoch. Murdoch again being guarded closely by Hall. Back to Travis Fain, knocked away by Fowler. And the pass is off of Cole Hutchison's hands and thrown away. It will be Balko basketball. 7:38 to go here in the first quarter. Inbounding on the far sideline will be Logan Taylor. He does so in the backcourt to Cole Cowan. Cowan walks the ball across the timeline. Surveying the defense. Passes over to Fowler. Fowler down to Hall. Hall over to Logan Taylor. Logan Taylor, three-pointer. Off the back iron, no good. Rebound loose on the floor. Picked up by Mulberry. Mulberry secures it back out to Cole Cowan. Holds the ball high above his head. Back to Mulberry. Mulberry turnaround jumper from 10 is good. First points of the game for either team come from Peyton Mulberry, and it's 2-0 favor Balko. Into the front court now is Mason Murdoch. Murdoch passes over to Puebla. Puebla has the ball over now to Murdoch on the near sideline. Dribbling in, passes back out now. Travis Fain has it over to Puebla. Puebla down to the block, is knocked away. Picked back up by the Bulldogs. Driving all the way in is Puebla. Shot around Mulberry is no good. Coming back the other way now is... Driving all the way in is... Peyton Mulberry. Basket's good. And it's 4-0 favor Balko. 6:33 to go here in the first quarter. Over now to Travis Fain at the foul line extended. Has the ball at the shoulder. Being guarded very closely by Braxton Fowler. Backs it up. Spin move. Passes over now to Puebla. Puebla has the ball. We have a timeout on the floor. 6:26 to go here in the first quarter. We'll take it with them. Balko Bison basketball continue in just a moment. Watauga Cheese Factory has been producing the finest cheese in Oklahoma and Texas for over 80 years. Locally owned and operated, the folks at Watauga Cheese Factory have summer sausages, the best homemade cheddar cheeses in the region, spice pickles, homespun honey, and their world-famous cheese curds. Located in Perryton, Watauga Cheese Factory has gift baskets and offer delivery options. Visit Watauga Cheese Factory at 2018 South Main Street in Perryton or call them at 806-648-4310. Watauga Cheese Factory is a proud sponsor of Balko Bison Athletics. Welcome back to Anchor D Arena here in Goodwell. 4-0 your score favor Balko, minute and a half into the game. The Bulldogs looking to inbound on the near sideline. They do so to Mason Murdoch. Murdoch back to Fain, who has the ball, being guarded very closely by Braxton Fowler, who knocks it out of bounds. It will remain with Felt. Inbound to Murdoch between the circles, dribbling. Back to Fain. Fain has the ball. Back now, passes over to Hutchison. Hutchison back to Fain again. Now over to Murdoch on the foul line, extended on the far line. Cross-court pass to Fain. Fain dribble drive in. Passing now down to the block to Jeff Voorhees. Voorhees back out to Murdoch. Murdoch's driving in on Hall. Loses control of it going up. Gets it back. Circling back around. And the ball is knocked away and stolen by Jaden Hall. Coming back the other way are the Bison. And it's stolen by Puebla. Felt coming back the other way now. 1-on-2. Driving in. The floater is off the iron. No good. We have a rebound by Cole Cowan, and the Bison come back the other way. Under 6 to go here in the first quarter. 4-0 your score. Mulberry brings the ball into the front court, passes over to Cowan. Cowan over to Logan Taylor, who holds the ball high above his head. Now to Fowler, over to Cowan. Cowan thought about the three, opted not to take it. Holds the ball, cross-court pass to Fowler. Fowler, three-pointer, off the back iron, no good. Rebound by Jaden Hall. Putback is good. Basket good for Jaden Hall. And it's now 6-0 favor Balko. 5:21 to go here in the first quarter. Into the front court now is Mason Murdoch. Murdoch crossover dribble between the circles, being guarded by Hall. Pass over to Hutchison. Hutchison has the ball. Back now to Voorhees at the top of the key. Now to the foul line extended, and Murdoch, and we have a foul on the floor. Foul is on Balko, Jaden Hall. That'll be his first personal foul, first team foul. And into the game now for Felt is Landon Royst. Royst inbounds is stolen by Cowan. 5 minutes exactly to go here in the first quarter. And into the front court now is Logan Taylor. Taylor driving all the way in. The floater off the glass is no good. We have a foul on the floor. Foul is on Felt, number 33. Aaron Puebla, that'll be his first personal foul, first team foul. And Logan Taylor will be at the line to shoot two. Taylor, normally a fairly reliable free throw shooter. First free throw from Taylor is on the way and good. So one more free throw forthcoming for Logan Taylor. Second one is on the way and also good. It's now 8-0 favor Balko's. The Bison scored the first 8 points of the game. 4:50 to go here in the first quarter. Bring the ball across the timeline is Mason Murdoch. Murdoch passes over to Royce. Royce being guarded by Taylor. Pass over to Murdoch again on the far line, on the foul line extend on the far side. Driving in on Hall. Double comes over from County. Backs out. Now to Puebla at the top of the key. Back over to Royce. Royce now to Puebla one more time. Passes over now to Fain. Fain back to Puebla again. Puebla driving in. Thought about the jumper. Opted not to take it. Passes over to Voorhees. Voorhees driving in. Now pass over to Puebla. Puebla again thought about the three. Didn't take it. Royce now with the ball between the circles. And the failed offense will reset. Murdoch now with the ball at the foul line extent. Being guarded by Hall. Pass over to Royce. Royce with the ball being guarded by Taylor. And it's knocked away. Picked back up by Royce. Driving in on Callan. Shot is off the glass. No good. Rebounded by... rebounded by Mulberry. Driving all the way in now is Taylor. Shot is no good. Rebounded by Balko, and offense will reset. Logan Taylor with the ball. Driving in now over to Cole Cowan. Cowan for three. Bang! That's a Watonga Cheese Factory three-pointer for Cole Cowan. And the Bison now scored the first 11 points of the game, and it's 11-0 favor Balko. 3:35 to go here in the first quarter. Into the front court now is Landon Royce on the near sideline. Pass cross court to Murdoch. Murdoch has the ball driving in. Thought about it, opted not to take it. Pass back to Royce again. Royce now holding the ball over to Puebla. Puebla driving in on Mulberry. Brings it back out. Bounce pass now down to the block. And Royce back to Voorhees. Voorhees has over now to Murdoch. Murdoch thought about the jumper. Opted not to take it. Driving in. Goes all the way in. The layup is no good. A point-blank miss for Mason Murdoch. And now into the front court. Cole Coward for three. No good. That arena just got dead quiet as Cole Cowan missed the three-pointer. The ball's stolen in the backcourt, and we have a foul. Foul is on Braxton Fowler. So the foul will be on Braxton Fowler, his first personal foul. First team foul, and Felt to inbound now. Subbing into the game for the Bison is Mason Ramju. Into the front court now, Fain has the ball over to Puebla. Puebla being guarded loosely by Hall. Passes deflected into the backcourt. Knocked away by Taylor out of bounds. And Felt will inbound in front of their own bench with 2:40 to go here in the first quarter. 11-0 your score from Anchorage Arena here in Goodwell on the campus of Panhandle State University. Fain to do the inbounding honors and does so to Murdoch, who walks the ball diagonally across the timeline going away. Over now to Fain. Down to Puebla. Puebla wide open three-pointer is off the back iron. No good. Rebounded by Hall. Hall driving in now. Up to the elbow. Driving in. The floater is off the glass. No good for Hall. Offensive rebound, and we have a foul on the floor. Foul will be on number 15, Mason Ramju. His first personal foul. Second team foul. And it will be Felt basketball. 2:15 to go here in the first. The ball is stolen, coming the other way, 2-on-1. Logan Taylor layup is good. And it's now 13-0 favor Balko. 2 minutes exactly to go here in the first quarter. Murdoch passes over to Fain. Fain thought about the three, opted not to take it. Over to Puebla. Puebla passes in and it's off the leg of Mason Ramju and out of bounds. Felt will inbound on the far sideline with 1:53 to go here in the first quarter in the front court. Balko's defense is doing exactly what Coach Regier needed them to do so far, being tight, forcing Felt to take the shots that Balko wants them to take. Long pass over to Murdoch. Murdoch passes over now to Voorhees, who has it driving in. Nice dish to Puebla, and the layup for Puebla is good. And that's the first basket of the game for the Bulldogs. It's 13-2 favor Balko. Ramju to Hall. Hall's shot is off the glass and good. Basket good for Jaden Hall. It's now 15-2 favor Balko. Under 90 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Nathan Smith and Braxton Fowler set to sub in at the next dead ball. Pass over to Fain near the Balko bench. Over to Voorhees. Voorhees has it. Driving in cross-court pass to Murdoch. Murdoch three-pointer is good. Three-point basket good for Mason Murdoch. And we have a foul on the floor. The foul will be on number 10, Landon Royce. That'll be his first personal foul. And at the line for Balko, we're going to have a timeout on the floor, actually, before we get to the free throws. We'll take it with him. 30-second timeout. Balko Bison basketball will continue in just a moment. Casey Cowan Custom Haying services the Oklahoma and Texas panhandles for all of your haying needs. From swathing and baling to hay sales for cattle and horses, Casey Cowan Custom Haying is the best option for your farm and ranch needs. Contact Casey Cowan at 580-628-7464 for all of your haying and hay service needs. Casey Cowan Custom Haying is a proud sponsor of Balko Bison Athletics. Welcome back to Anchor D Arena here in Goodwell, Oklahoma, where the Balko Bison lead the Felt Bulldogs by a score of 15-5. Mason Romju is at the line for Balko to shoot 2. I say Mason Romju, I'm assuming it's him. Yeah. So Romju to shoot 2. Romju yet to score in the game. First free throw is on the way from the lefty, and it is good. One more forthcoming for the sophomore from Balko is at 16-5. Correction, junior from Balko. Second free throw is off the front iron, no good. Offensive rebound, turnaround. Turnaround is good for Peyton Mulberry. Basket's good, and under a minute to go. Now it's 18-5, favor Balko. Cross-court pass to Murdoch. Murdoch has the ball, passes it to Royce between the circles. Back to Fain. Fain now down to Puebla in the corner. Back to Fain again at the free throw line extended. Cross-court pass to Murdoch, who's wide open. Drives in, bounce pass is knocked away off of Felt and out of bounds. It will be Balko basketball, 37.4 seconds to go here in the first quarter. 18-5 your score, favor Balko. Bison doing exactly what they needed to do here in the early going of this match. Cole Cowan brings the ball across the midcourt stripe with half a minute to go in the first quarter. Holding the ball high above his head, passes over to Fowler. Fowler has the ball over to Smith, down to Cowan. Cowan has the ball, looking for someone, finding Fowler. Fowler thought about it, bounce pass to Cowan. Cowan down to the block. Mulberry's double team, cross-court pass to Smith. Smith thought about the 3, over to Fowler, down to Cowan. Cowan driving in, back to Smith. Smith three-pointer. Bang! That's another Watonga Cheese Factory three-pointer for Nathan Smith. 6 seconds to go in the quarter. 4, 3, 2. Murdoch driving in, the floater from 16 is off the back iron, no good. And that's the end of the first quarter with the score. Balko 21, Felt 5. Balko Bison basketball continue in just a moment. Crossroads Express is your one-stop shop for your convenience store and gas needs, located at the intersection of Highways 412 and 83 at Bryan's Corner. Crossroads Express features specialty deli items like Louisiana meat pies, crawfish pies, boudin, as well as corn dogs and everyone's favorite beef and bean burritos. And the Crossroads Express gas station has your gas and diesel needs that you'll need to make it a road trip. Call 580-361-2529 for your call-in orders and let the folks at Crossroads Express take care of you. Crossroads Express is a proud sponsor of Balko Bison Athletics. I want to welcome everybody back to the Summit Wealth Strategies LLC first quarter recap, where Balko leads Felt by a score of 21-5. Peyton Mulberry leading the way with 6 points for Balko, 4 each for Logan Taylor, Jaden Hall, and 3 for Cole Cowan and Nathan Smith. For Felt, Mason Murdoch has 3, Aaron Puebla has 2, and that's the extent of the scoring. Balko will inbound to start the second quarter on the far sideline. Logan Taylor to do the inbounding honors, does so to Braxton Fowler, who brings it across the timeline. Over now to Smith. Smith cross-court pass to Taylor. Taylor thought about it, opted not to take it, still has his dribble over to Fowler. Fowler has the ball now, and circling back around on the Bison offense will reset. 7:45 to go here in the first half. Bounce pass to the elbow. Romju loses control of it. 30-footer is off the iron. No good. Rebound by Romju. Put back is off the glass. No good. And we have a foul on the floor. Foul is going to be on Nathan Smith. So personal foul on Nathan Smith. That'll be his first personal foul, 4th team foul. And Felt will inbound on the baseline. 7:35 to go here in the second quarter. 21-5 your score, favor Balko. Cross-court pass to Murdoch. Murdoch has the ball being guarded by Smith. Now we're to Fain. Fain, three-pointer, misses everything. It's out of bounds. Saved, but to Hall. And we have a foul, I think, on the far sideline. Actually, I guess they did. It wasn't a foul. I think it was just a. Oh no! I guess it was a foul. No, it was not. It was not a foul. No foul. No foul. Just to be clear, there was no foul. Three-pointer from Braxton Fowler off the iron. No good. Offensive rebound to Hall. Hall over to Taylor, and the Balko offense will reset. Under 7 to go here in the first half. Three-pointer from Taylor off the front iron. No good. Rebounded by Hall. His second offensive rebound of the possession. We'll pass it back to Taylor, and the offense will reset. Smith holding the ball above his head. Bounce pass to the foul line. Over to Taylor. Taylor to Fowler. Fowler, three-pointer. Bang! That's another Watauga Cheese Factory three-pointer for Braxton Fowler. And it's now a 19-point lead for the Bison at 24-5. 6.5 to go here in the first half. Near the far sideline is Travis Fain. Fain spins out of it, passes over to Royce. Royce with the ball being guarded by Smith down to Puebla in the corner. Pass is deflected. Picked up by Royce. Royce driving in on Smith. Pass deflected, save. Nice save there by the Bulldogs. Down to the block. Royce turnaround shot is good. 24-7 now favor Balko. Into the front court now is Fowler. Fowler bounce pass to Smith. Smith over to nice passing from the Bison there. Hall has it over to Fowler. Fowler thought about it, driving in on Puebla. Bounce pass. He stepped out of bounds. It will be a turnover, and will be Felt basketball. Stepping back into the game for the Bison are Cole Cowan and Peyton Mulberry, replacing Mason Romju and Nathan Smith. Felt to inbound from the baseline. 5:47 to go here in the first half. 24-7, your score favor Balko. Bring the ball across the timeline is Murdoch. Murdoch passes over to Fain. Fain bringing the ball now across court to the near side. Bounce pass to Royce. Royce at the foul line extended on the far side. Holds the ball high above his head. Bounce pass to Voorhees. Voorhees rocket pass across to Fain. Now to Murdoch. Over to Royce again. Royce with Hall closing in on him. Pass is knocked away. Knocked away again. Out of bounds off of Jaden Hall. It will be Felt basketball on the far sideline with 5:24 to go here in the first half. Balko doing a good job defensively. Still having some slight lapses here and there, but nothing that's just terribly concerning so far. Cross-court pass is stolen by Cole Cowan. 1-on-3, he's going to take it anyway, it looks like. From the block, the shot is good for Cole Cowan. Basket's good for Cowan. Lead back up to 19 for the Bison, 26-7. 5:05 to go here in the first half. Into the front court is Mason Murdoch. Murdoch passes over to Fain. Fain has the ball now between the circles. It's knocked away by Hall and stolen. Hall coming the other way. Going up, the layup is off the glass. No good. Rebound saved and off of Felt, out of bounds. So Jaden Hall missed the wide open layup, but the ball went out of bounds off of Felt. And there's 4:50 to go now here in the first half. 26-7 your score. Cowan to inbound from the baseline. Does so to Mulberry. Mulberry driving in is good. Basket good for Mulberry. The largest lead of the game now for the Bison at 21 at 28-7. Sounds like a good football score. Bring the ball now into the front court is Murdoch. Murdoch passes over to Fain, who has it knocked away. Ball still loose, out of bounds off of Puebla, and it will be Balko basketball. Subbing into the game for the Bison will be Nathan Cardwell. Cardwell getting some early action for the Bison, replacing Braxton Fowler. So Cardwell to do the inbounding honors from the baseline with 4.5 to go here in the first half. Balko dominating this game from the opening tip. 28-7 so far. Cowan into the front court. Top of the key over to Taylor. Taylor holds the ball high above his head over to Cardwell. Cardwell to Cowan. Cowan down to Mulberry. Mulberry tried to be unselfish. Passed it over to Hall. Gets knocked away, but Bison retain possession. Cowan wide open three off the iron. No good. Three-pointers no good. Rebound from Hall. No good. Put back is good for Peyton Mulberry. Third time's the charm for the Bison. Halfway through the second quarter, it's now 30-7 favor Balko. Into the front court, Travis Fain has the ball, holding it at his elbow. Crossover dribble, spinning around the defense from Cardwell. Now down to the block, back to Fain, over to Royce. Cross court to Murdoch. Murdoch being closed on very closely by Taylor. Royce again with the ball. Now the pass is stolen by Taylor. Taylor 1-on-3, but he has the angle. The layup is off the glass and good for Jason Taylor. Excuse me, his son, Logan Taylor. It's not Jason Taylor, that's Logan Taylor. 32-7 your score. Now pass is stolen by Cowan. Balko's defense is relentless here in the middle part of this second quarter. Over to Cardwell. Cardwell, three-pointer. Bang! That's a Watonga Cheese Factory three-pointer for Nathan Cardwell. We have a timeout on the floor. It's a full timeout. We'll take it with him. 3:14 to go here in the second quarter. Balko 35, Felt 7. Balko Bison basketball continue in just a moment. Panhandle living is hard, and with our scorching summers and frigid winters, if your heating or air isn't working, it can get even harder. Let the fine folks at Tri-State Heating and Air help you make it through the seasons in comfort. Licensed and insured for over 20 years, Bryce Sager and the folks at Tri-State Heating and Air are well equipped to handle your HVAC, air and refrigeration, and heating needs. Locally owned and operated, Tri-State Heating and Air understand the unique needs of folks in the Panhandle. Contact them at 580-525-1820 and let Tri-State Heating and Air make your home or business more comfortable. Tri-State Heating and Air is a proud sponsor of Balko Bison Athletics. Welcome back to Anchor D Arena here in Goodwell on the campus of Oklahoma Panhandle State University, where the Balko Bison are jumping all over the Felt Bulldogs by a score of 35-7. Balko currently on an 18-0 run. Subbing back into the game for the Bison is Mason Romju. Exactly the kind of start that the Bison and Coach Vergeer had to be hoping for. As the Bulldogs inbound from the baseline in the game now for Felt is Cole Hutchison. Hutchison now has the ball at the foul line extended, being guarded by Cardwell. Crossover dribble pass is over to Fain. Fain with the ball being guarded by Taylor. Back to Murdoch, who has it between the circles. Over now to Hutchison. Hutchison dribble drive passes out again now to Murdoch. Murdoch trying to go around the double team, can't do it. Over to Cameron Hutchison, who's also in the game. The pass is stolen by Logan Taylor. Taylor 2-on-4, taking it all the way in, splits the double team off the glass, no good. Basket no good for Logan Taylor. Coming back the other way are the Bulldogs. Into the front court now quickly is Travis Fain. Fain being guarded by Taylor. Over to Jeb Voorhees. Voorhees has it. Splits the double team on the pass. Down to the block. Over now cross court. Three-pointer from Hutchison is off the back iron. No good. Cole Hutchison's three is no good. Coming back the other way now is Peyton Mulberry. 2:20 to go here in the first half. Over to Romju now. Logan Taylor thought about the three, opted not to. Back to Cowan. Cowan over to Mulberry. Mulberry wide open three. In and out. No good. Offensive rebound. And Balko will reset. Cole Cowan thought about the foul line jumper. Opted not to. Cardwell misses off the front iron and rebounded by Jeb Voorhees for Felt. Coming all the way in, driving in on Cowan. Shots off the glass. No good. Fouls on Cole Cowan. That'll be the fourth team foul for the Bison. And at the line for Felt will be Jeb Voorhees. So 5 team fouls for Balko. First foul for Cole Cowan. At the line is Voorhees. First free throws off the front iron and no good. Subbing into the game for Balko, Jaden Hall, Logan Taylor, Braxton Fowler, and Nathan Smith. Correction, no, Logan Taylor's taking a seat on the bench. Second free throw from Voorhees is on the way, and it is up and good. So 1 out of 2 for Voorhees at the line. It's now 35-8 favor Balko. Into the front court now is Braxton Fowler directing traffic. Felt presenting a 2-1-2 zone. Back to Smith. Smith bounce pass is stolen. Coming back the other way is Fain. Fain loses control of it as he goes up, gets it back. Bounce pass is stolen by Hall. Hall long outlet to Fowler. Fowler 3-on-2 if they have numbers. Goes up. The shot is no good. Offensive rebound by Mulberry. Putback is good for Peyton Mulberry. Basket good for Mulberry, and the lead is now up to 37-8. Over now to Travis Fain. Now down to the wing. The three-pointer from Voorhees is good. 3-point basket for Jeb Voorhees. And that makes it 37-10 now with 1:10 to go here in the first half. Bounce pass to Nathan Smith. Smith holds the ball high above his head. Down to Hall. Nice ball movement for the Bison. Back, and we have a traveling violation on Mason Romju. It will be a turnover. And subbing into the game for the Bulldogs are Ryan Ward and Kyle Hutchison. replacing Cole Hutchison and Travis Fain, who will have his first rest of the game. A minute exactly to go here in the first half in a game that has been all Balko so far. Into the front court is Murdoch. Murdoch over to Ward. Ward has the ball being guarded by Fowler. Bounce pass. The pass is knocked away and stolen by Mulberry and stolen back by the Bulldogs. Driving in now is Voorhees over to Hutchison. Hutchison back to Ward over to Murdoch. Driving in now over Hall. The shot is off the glass and good for Jeb Voorhees. Basket good for Jeb Voorhees. Is 37-12 now. Half a minute to go here in the first half. Holding the ball above his head, cross-court pass over to Fowler. Fowler has the ball to Smith. Smith loses control of it, but is picked up by Mulberry. Mulberry triple-teamed. Cross-court pass to Fowler. Fowler, three-pointer, in and out, no good. Offensive rebound. Ramju put back is no good, but he's fouled on the shot. Foul will be on Ryan Ward. His first personal foul, third team foul. And at the line for the Bison will be Mason Ramju to shoot two. 14.1 seconds to go in what's been a dominant first half so far for the Bison. First free throw from Ramju's off the back iron and no good. As good as the Bison offense was humming there for a little while, all of a sudden they've kind of got a little stagnant here in the last couple minutes of game time. Second free throw from the lefty is up and good. And it's now 28-12, one of two that time for Ramju. And 10 seconds to go in the half now. Murdoch brings the ball into the front court. Fowler goes to the steal, doesn't get it. Murdoch driving in now, going all the way around. The floater is off, no good. Rebounded by Mulberry. Mulberry's shot at the buzzer from three-quarter court is off the backboard, no good. That's the end of the first half with the score. Balko 38. Felt 12. Balko Bison basketball continue in just a moment. Casey Cowan Custom Haying services the Oklahoma and Texas Panhandles for all of your haying needs. From swathing and baling to hay sales for cattle and horses, Casey Cowan Custom Haying is the best option for your farm and ranch needs. Contact Casey Cowan at 580-628-7464 for all of your haying and hay service needs. Casey Cowan Custom Haying is a proud sponsor of Balko Bison Athletics. Welcome to the Casey Cowan Custom Haying Halftime Report live from Anchor D Arena here on the campus of Oklahoma Panhandle State in Goodwell, Oklahoma, where the Balko Bison lead the Felt Bulldogs by a score of 38-12. First half stats, Felt shooting 5 of 16 from the court, including 4 of 12 from two-point range and 1 of 4 from three-point range. They are 1 of 2 from the line. They are led by Jeb Voorhees with 5 points. Actually, I think Voorhees has 6. No, 5 for Jeb Voorhees, 3 for Mason Murdoch, 2 apiece for Aaron Puebla and Landon Royst. For Balko shooting 15 of 32 from the floor for 48%, 11 of 18 from two-point range, 4 of 14 from three-point range, and 4 of 6 from the foul line. They are led by Peyton Mulberry, who has 12 points already in this, 6 points for Logan Taylor, 5 for Cole Cowan, 4 for Jaden Hall, and 3 apiece for Braxton Fowler and Nathan Smith. You add it all up, and it gets you a 26-point lead for the Bison here at the half, with Balko leading by a score of 38-12. We're taking a quick break. When we come back, we will have more from the Casey Cowan Custom Haying Halftime Report live from Anchor D Arena here in Goodwell. 38-12, your score favor Balko. Balko Bison basketball continue in just a moment. Crossroads Express is your one-stop shop for your convenience store and gas needs, located at the intersection of Highways 412 and 83 at Bryan's Corner. Crossroads Express features a wide variety of ice-cold fountain drinks, candy, snacks, and is a proud vendor of Cajun salsa and pickles, as well as Watonga cheese. And the Crossroads Express gas station has your gas and diesel for your farm and off-road vehicle needs. Crossroads Express also has a gift shop featuring novelty and one-of-a-kind gifts and souvenirs. Call 580-361-2529 for your call-in orders and let the folks at Crossroads Express take care of you. Crossroads Express is a proud sponsor of Balko Bison Athletics. Panhandle living is hard, and with our scorching summers and frigid winters, if your heating or air isn't working, it can get even harder. Let the fine folks at Tri-State Heating and Air help you make it through the seasons in comfort. Licensed and insured for over 20 years, Bryce Sager and the folks at Tri-State Heating and Air are well equipped to handle your HVAC, air and refrigeration, and heating needs. Locally owned and operated, Tri-State Heating and Air understand the unique needs of folks in the Panhandle. Contact them at 580-525-1820 and let Tri-State Heating and Air make your home or business more comfortable. Tri-State Heating and Air is a proud sponsor of Balko Bison Athletics. In this time when there's so much insecurity in the world, the one thing that you need to be able to rely on is your financial situation. That's where the folks at Summit Wealth Strategies LLC come in. Located in Alva, Summit Wealth Strategies LLC specializes in tax, payroll, and financial management services designed to help the folks in the Panhandle and northwestern Oklahoma handle whatever insecurities the world throws at us. Contact Van Johnson at 580-609-4880 and let him give you the financial security and peace of mind you need to make it through any situation. Summit Wealth Strategies LLC is a proud sponsor of Balko Bison Athletics. Watonga Cheese Factory has been producing the finest cheese in Oklahoma and Texas for over 80 years. Locally owned and operated, the folks at Watonga Cheese Factory have summer sausages, the best homemade cheddar cheeses in the region, spiced pickles, homespun honey, and their famous cheese curds. Located in Perryton, Watonga Cheese Factory also has gift baskets and offered delivery options. Visit Watonga Cheese Factory at 2018 South Main Street in Perryton or call them at 806-648-4310. Watonga Cheese Factory is a proud sponsor of Balko Bison Athletics. Casey Cowan Custom Haying services the Oklahoma and Texas panhandles for all of your haying needs. From swathing and baling to hay sales for cattle and horses, Casey Cowan Custom Haying is the best option for your farm and ranch needs. Contact Casey Cowan at 580-628-7464 for all of your haying and hay service needs. Casey Cowan Custom Haying is a proud sponsor of Balko Bison Athletics. Welcome back to the Casey Cowan Custom Haying Halftime Report live from Anchor D Arena here in Goodwell, Oklahoma on the campus of Oklahoma Panhandle State University, where the Balko Bison lead the Felt Bulldogs by a score of 38-12. There was a three-pointer from Jeff Voorhees that was counted as a three, and they changed it to a two-pointer, making the margin now 26. Felt is not shooting terribly in this game. They're shooting 32%. Which is not a great amount by any means, but it's not just awful. The problem is they're not getting any shots up. They've shot 16 times. Balko has made 15 baskets. And so that's 16 fewer shots that the Bulldogs have taken than have the Bison. And that right there, when Balko's converting at a 50% clip, that's going to give you a lot of extra points right there. Not to mention Balko 4 of 6 from the foul line versus Felt going 1 of 4. That's a big, big difference right there. We do want to thank everyone for tuning in to this broadcast of Balko Bison Athletics live from Anchor D Arena here on the campus of Oklahoma Panhandle State University. We are about 3 minutes away from the start of the second half. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we will have second half action here in this first round of the OSSAA Class B Men's Playoff live from OPSU. Balko Bison basketball continue in just a moment. Welcome back to Anchorage Arena here on the campus of Oklahoma Panhandle State University, where the Balko Bison lead the Felt Bulldogs by a score of 38-12, joined now by Frankie Gonzalez. Frankie, Balko has been dominant in the first half. What do the Bison need to do to maintain this intensity in the second half? How do they keep Felt at bay and keep them from making a big comeback to get themselves back in this game?
They pretty much just need to do their defense, keep their defense going, keep the offense rolling. It's pretty much all they need to do. If they can do that and maintain in the paint, Peyton Mulberry's doing a great job getting the board. So is Mason and everybody. If they can keep on doing that, then they're set.
Exactly 9 offensive rebounds for the Bison in the first half. When you get 9 offensive rebounds, that's that many extra chances. That's a lot of extra points that Felt is not able to get. Bulldogs inbounding from the far sideline, now moving right to left across your screen. Driving into the paint now is Voorhees. Voorhees cross-court pass to Murdoch. Murdoch three-pointer is good. Nice start for Felt, and that's exactly what Felt wanted to get right off the bat. Three-pointer is good. Murdoch is second three-pointer of the game. He's now 2 of 5 from three-point range. And it's now a 23-point lead for the Bison at 38-15. Into the front court now, Logan Taylor has it on the wing. Pass over to Mulberry. Mulberry spin move at the paint. Block is good. Shot from the block is good for Peyton Mulberry. And it's now 40-15 with 7.5 to go here in the third quarter. Into the front court is Murdoch. Murdoch passes over to Royce. Royce has the ball. Royce is starting the second half in lieu of Puebla, it looks like. Driving into the lane, the shot is no good, but there's a foul on, it looked like on Braxton Fowler. It is. Foul's on Braxton Fowler. First team foul of the second half. At the line is Travis Fain to shoot 2. First free throw from Fain is on the way and good. Second free throw from Fain is up and also good. So 5 points for the Bulldogs in the first 48 seconds of the third quarter. That's the most points in a 1-minute stretch that they've had for the entire game. Over to Hall, now down to Mulberry. Mulberry, fake shot goes up off the glass, no good. Put back is good. So Mulberry missed it, got his own, put it back up and made it, and leaves back up to 25 at 42-17. Under 7 to go here in the third quarter. Into the front court, Travis Fain has it, the foul line extended. Now down to the block. Over to Royce. Royce wide open, three-pointers off the front of the iron, no good. Rebounded by Mulberry. Mulberry, long outlet to Fowler. Fowler gets on the wings, driving in. The layup is good for Braxton Fowler. Basket good for Braxton Fowler. Now 6.5 to go here in the third quarter. Bring it into the front court is Mason Murdoch. Murdoch over to Fain. Fain has it knocked away and stolen. Mulberry has it. Passes up to Cowan, who brings it quickly into the front court. Over to Logan Taylor. Taylor thought about the three. He's going to drive in. The floater for Logan Taylor is off the iron. No good. Rebound loose. Picked up by Travis Fain. And the Bulldogs will come the other way with 6:12 to go here in the first half. Excuse me, in the third quarter. I'm sorry. 44-17, your score favor Balko. Fain with the ball at the foul line extended near the far sideline. Passes over to Voorhees. Voorhees has a crossover dribble, spin move. Cross-court pass to Murdoch on the near sideline. Crossover dribble in front of Taylor. Bounce pass to Voorhees. Voorhees pass is knocked away and stolen by Jason Taylor. Taylor has it coming quickly into the front court. Felt with numbers back on defense. Taylor doesn't care. Three-pointers off the iron. No good. Rebounded by Royce, and the Bulldogs will come back the other way. 5:40 to go here in the third quarter. Balko comfortably in front of the score, 44-17. Royce now holding the ball high above his head between the circles. Pass over to Murdoch. Murdoch, three-pointers, good. That's Murdoch's third three-pointer of the game and his second in the first 2.5 minutes of this third quarter. It's 44-20 is now the score. Into the front court is Cole Cowan over to Fowler. Fowler back to Taylor, over to Cowan. To a slashing Hall. Jaden Hall's shot is off the glass, no good. Rebound loose on the ground, picked up by Fain, and Felt will come back the other way. Murdoch crossover dribble shot over Mulberry. He's off the iron, no good. So Murdoch misses, rebounded by Cowan. Cowan coming quickly back the other way. 4:53 to go here in the third quarter, 44-20. Driving into the paint, pass over to Taylor, over to Fowler. Fowler, I think it was one too many passes because Taylor had the wide open three and he opted not to take it. And that's not like Logan Taylor to not take an open three-pointer. Mulberry, turnaround jumper from the block is good. Basket good for Peyton Mulberry. It's now 46-20. Into the front court now is Murdoch being guarded by Fowler. Passes over to Royce. Royce holds the ball. Cross-court pass to Murdoch into a double team. Passes out of the double team over to Voorhees. Voorhees' three-pointer is no good. Rebounded by Peyton Mulberry. Balko looking to slow it down just a little bit. 4:15 to go here in the third quarter. 46-20. Up to Cole Cowan in the front court. Over to Logan Taylor. Taylor down to Hall on the block. Nice passing for Balko. Excellent ball movement. Over to Mulberry. Back to Fowler. Fowler wide open three-pointer. In and out. No good. Rebounded by Royce. And Felt coming quickly back the other way now. 46-20 as we're halfway through the third quarter. Voorhees driving all the way in on Mulberry. Shots off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Cole Cowan quickly into the front court. Hall has it, loses it. Bounce pass over. Now we have a foul and a traveling violation called on Braxton Fowler. We have substitutions coming into the game for the Bison. Nathan Cardwell, Nathan Smith, and Mason Romju replacing Peyton Mulberry, Cole Cowan, and Logan Taylor. And coming out of the game for the Felt Bulldogs will be Cameron Hutchison. Bulldogs coming into the front court now, driving all the way in now. The shot from Murdoch is no good. It's an offensive foul. Foul's called on Murdoch. So with 3:33 to go, Balko will take over, leading by 26 at 46-20. Winner of this, just a reminder that the winner of this game will play tomorrow against Goodwell, who defeated Boise City earlier by a score of 47-36. That game has been moved. The tip-off for that game will be at 1:30. The Balko Lady Bison will be playing at 11:30 against Boise City here at Anchor D Arena. And we will have those games for you here on Balko Bison TV. The shot from Hall is blocked by Voorhees, coming quickly back the other way. Voorhees loses it out of bounds. It looked like Voorhees just lost it out of bounds, but they award the ball to Felt. I guess it's a 26-point game. I guess the officials are like, well, you know, whatever. And in fairness, Hall was in the neighborhood. It may have been off of Hall. Smith going for the steal on Royce, does not get it. Royce has the ball crossover dribble. Took 2 steps with it, almost walked, is knocked away by Romju, and knocked out of bounds off of Felt. It will be Balko basketball. Nice heads-up play by Mason Romju there, and Balko will inbound on the far sideline. 2:49 to go here in the third quarter. 46-20 your score, favor Balko. Felt playing much better here in this third quarter than they did in the first half, but not a whole lot of headway being made on the scoreboard. Cardwell with the ball down to Hall. Hall is fouled at the elbow. Foul is on Mason Murdoch. And Balko will inbound on the baseline. Subbing into the game for the Felt Bulldogs will be Aaron Puebla. Puebla is replacing Cole Hutchison. Romju to inbound on the baseline. Long outlet to Hall. Hall back to Romju over to Fowler. Fowler three-pointer from the wing. Off the front iron, no good. Rebound coming all the way out to the timeline. Picked up by Felt. Into the front court quickly. Falls down. Ball's loose on the floor. And we have a timeout called by Felt. We'll take it with him with 2.5 to go here in the third quarter. Balko 46, Felt 20. Balko Bison basketball continue in just a moment. Crossroads Express is your one-stop shop for your convenience store and gas needs, located at the intersection of highways 412 and 83 at Bryan's Corner. Crossroads Express features specialty deli items like Louisiana meat pies, crawfish pies, boudin, as well as corn dogs and everyone's favorite beef and bean burritos. And the crawfish and the Crossroads Express gas station has your gas and diesel needs that you'll need to make it a long road trip. Call 580-361-2529 for your call-in orders and let the folks at Crossroads Express take care of you. Crossroads Express is a proud sponsor of Balko Bison Athletics. Panhandle living is hard, and with our scorching summers and frigid winters, if your heating or air isn't working, it can get even harder. Let the fine folks at Tri-State Heating and Air help you make it through the seasons in comfort. Licensed and insured for over 20 years, Bryce Sager and the folks at Tri-State Heating and Air are well equipped to handle your HVAC, air and refrigeration, and heating needs. Locally owned and operated, Tri-State Heating and Air understand the unique needs of folks in the Panhandle. Contact them at 580-525-1820 and let Tri-State Heating and Air make your home or business more comfortable. Tri-State Heating and Air is a proud sponsor of Balko Bison Athletics. Welcome back to Anchor D Arena here in Goodwell. 46-20 your score favor Balko. Both offenses kind of stagnating here in the last couple minutes. Royce has the ball near the Felt bench, holds the ball high above his head, being guarded by Nathan Smith. Bounce pass over to Fain. Fain has the ball now. It's knocked away by Jaden Hall. Into the front court now are the Bison. 3-on-3. Hall's going to drive all the way in, splits the double team, off the glass and good. Basket good for Jaden Hall, and it's now a 28-point lead for Balko at 48-20. 2:05 to go here in the third quarter. Into the front court is Murdoch. Murdoch's pass is stolen. Coming back the other way now, Nathan Smith into the front court, 2-on-4. Passes back to three-pointer is bang! A Watonga Cheese Factory three-pointer for Mason Romju. And it's now the Bison's largest lead of the game at 31, 51-20. Into the front court now are the Bulldogs. Puebla has the ball now, has it knocked away, and we have a foul on the floor. Balko foul on Braxton Fowler. That'll be Fowler's third personal foul. And Jaden Hall coming out of the game now, being replaced by Cooper Mitchell, seeing his first action of the game. Inbound to Voorhees. Voorhees has it, loses control of it, but it's off of Balko and out of bounds. 1:37 to go here in the third quarter. Felt will inbound underneath their own basket. Do want to thank everybody for listening to this broadcast of Balko Bison basketball. Royce to do the inbounding honors. Can't find anyone. Does so finally to Fain. Fain's jumper high off the glass is good. That was a nice effort and some pretty heavy traffic for Travis Fain. It's now 51-22, Bison in front. Nathan Smith in the front court of the foul line, extended pass over to the block. Mitchell's pass is knocked away. Gets it back, though, over to Cardwell. Nathan Cardwell, three-pointer off the front iron. No good. Offensive rebound. Braxton Fowler put back is no good as well. Rebound is off of Nathan Smith, and no good. It will be Felt basketball. Subbing into the game for the Bulldogs is Kyle Hutchison. Hutchison's replacing Jeff Voorhees. 1:11 to go here in the third quarter. 29-point lead for the Bison at 51-22. And the winner of this game will face Goodwell tomorrow afternoon. They have moved the games to earlier, as we said, 11:30 for the girls' start, 1:30 for the gentlemen's start, in an attempt to try and beat the incoming weather. And we're hoping that they're able to do so. Ball is knocked away and stolen by Romju. Romju has it double teamed to the backcourt. Cross-court pass to Fowler, who will bring it across the timeline on the far side. Diagonally into the front court, pass over to Nathan Smith. Smith thought about the three in motion, opted not to take it. 35 seconds left now in the quarter. Fowler three-pointer off the iron, no good. Offensive rebound by Romju. Putback is off the glass and good. Mason Romju, basket is good. It's now 53-22, 25 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. Into the front court is Murdoch. Murdoch has the ball being guarded by Romju. Spin dribble, crossover, goes around the Puebla screen. Backs back around again. Pass over to Royce. Royce holds the ball high above his head at the foul line. Extended, 10 seconds to go in the quarter. Goes around the Hutchison screen, driving in. The shot is off the glass and good for Landon Royce. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. Shot from midcourt is off the backboard and no good. And that's the end of the third quarter with the score. Balko 53, Felt 24. Balko Bison basketball continue in just a moment. Panhandle living is hard, and with our scorching summers and frigid winters, if your heating or air isn't working, it can get even harder. Let the fine folks at Tri-State Heating and Air help you make it through the seasons in comfort. Licensed and insured for over 20 years, Bryce Sager and the folks at Tri-State Heating and Air are well equipped to handle your HVAC, air refrigeration, and heating needs. Locally owned and operated, Tri-State Heating and Air understand the unique needs of folks in the Panhandle. Contact them at 580-525-1820 and let Tri-State Heating and Air make your home or business more comfortable. Tri-State Heating and Air is a proud sponsor of Balko Bison Athletics. Welcome back to Anchor D Arena here on the campus of Oklahoma Panhandle State University in Goodwell, Oklahoma, for this first round Class B gentlemen's matchup between the Balko Bison and the Felt Bulldogs. Balko leading Felt by a score of 53-24. Felt shooting 9 of 26 from the floor. Still shooting at 31%. Balko at 22 of 48, shooting 45%. Leading the way for Balko is Peyton Mulberry with 18 points. Pacing the Bulldogs is Mason Murdoch with 9 and Jeff Voorhees with 5. Balko to inbound the ball to start the fourth quarter. The lineup on the floor for the Bison are Cardwell, Fowler, Smith, Romju, and Mitchell. Mitchell calls for it. It's knocked away and stolen. Coming into the front court is Voorhees. Voorhees ahead of everybody. The layup's off the glass and good. Jeff Voorhees with the strong move there. And that's 6 straight points now for the Bulldogs. It's 53-26 favor Balko. 7:40 to go here in the ballgame. Pass is knocked away from Voorhees again and stolen. Driving all the way in. The dunk is good for Jeb Voorhees. Timeout on the floor. Coach Regier not happy about that at all. 30-second timeout. We will leave it here. The one thing that you do not want to do if you're Balko is let Felt back into this game. They're a young team, and when they get momentum going, it's something that they've scored 78 and 86 points in games this year, both of which are much better than Balko has done on their best games. So they are certainly capable of putting points up. So Coach Regier delivering a message to his team now. And the Bison will inbound from the baseline. 7.5 to go in the ball game. 53-28. Favor Balko. Felt scoring the last 8 points of this game. Braxton Fowler brings it into the front court. 2-3 zone being presented by the Bulldogs. Pass back to Cardwell. Cardwell over to Fowler. Fowler bounce pass to Mitchell. Ball is out of bounds off of Felt, and it will remain Balko basketball. Inbounding from the corner. Mason Romju to do the inbounding honors from the coffin corner. They do so to Fowler at the wing. Has the ball. Goes around the Mitchell screen. 16-foot jumper is good for Braxton Fowler. Braxton Fowler's basket is good, and it's now 55-28. 7:10 to go in the ballgame. Into the front court now is Murdoch. Murdoch crossover dribble at the timeline being guarded by Romju. Goes around Romju. Driving all the way in. The shot's off the glass. It's good for Mason Murdoch. 55-30 the score now. Into the front court is Fowler. Fowler over to Nathan Smith. Smith holds it high above his head over to Cardwell, down to Fowler. Fowler has the ball, reverses course. Romju driving in is fouled on the shot. Protest from Voorhees. The official says, no, you got him. So the foul is on Jeb Voorhees. And at the line for Balko will be Mason Romju. Romju at the line to shoot two. Free throw from the lefty is no good. And that is, I think, one place where Balko could improve a little bit. There's less than points at the foul line tonight. Second free throw is on the way for Romju. It is up and good. So 1 of 2 again for Romju. Romju 3 of 6 on the night from the foul line, and it's now 56-30 with 6:40 to go here in the ball game. Murdoch has the ball into the front court, looking to get rid of it. Does so to Puebla. Puebla has the ball being guarded by Fowler. Bounce pass over to Voorhees in the corner. Being guarded by Mitchell. Goes around Mitchell. Shots no good. Rebounded by Romju. Now coming back the other way quickly are the Bison. Cardwell into the front court. Loses it. Gets control of it back. Passes over to Fowler. Fowler now over to Nathan Smith. Smith, three-pointers off the front iron. No good. Rebounded by Murdoch. Coming quickly back the other way now is Murdoch. 1 on 5 as all of Balko comes back and he traveled. Have a turnover, and it will be Balko basketball into the game for the Bulldogs. Cole Hutchison and Landon Royst. Bison inbounding on the baseline. Do so to Fowler. Fowler walks it across the timeline. Just over 6 to go here in the ballgame. Over to Nathan Smith, who holds the ball high above his head at the foul line, extended on the far line. Bounce pass to Mitchell. Mitchell thought about it, opted not to take it. Bounce pass to Fowler, over to Smith. Cross court to Cardwell. Bounce pass is knocked away and stolen. Coming quickly back the other way now are the Bulldogs. Murdoch has it, bringing it across the timeline. Waits for his offense to get there. Now driving all the way in. The shot for Murdoch from the left hand is good. Basket good for Mason Murdoch. It's 56-32. Substitutions about to come into the game for the Bison. Well, for both teams now. Holding the ball above his head is Smith. Over to Cardwell. Now down to Fowler. Fowler at the free throw line extended. Reverses course. Back over to Cardwell again. Cardwell thought about the three-pointer. Opted not to take it. 17-foot jumpers off the back iron. No good. Rebounded by Murdoch. 5:17 to go in the ballgame. 56-32. The score favor Balko in a game that Felt has closed quite a bit here in the fourth quarter. Shot is no good from Voorhees. Rebounded by Cardwell. Cardwell into the front court. Over to Romju, down to Fowler. Fowler back to Romju. Romju three-pointer is off the front iron. No good. Rebound loose, picked up by Cardwell. Over to Fowler, and the offense will reset. Under 5 to play in the ball game. Over to Smith. Nathan Smith three-pointer. Bang! That's a Watonga Cheese Factory three-pointer for Nathan Smith. That's now 59-32 favor Balko. Murdoch with the ball now, coming into the front court, being guarded by Romju, driving in, lowers the shoulder, brings it back out now, passes over to Hutchison. Hutchison has the ball, and we have a foul. Correction, we have a timeout on the floor. Well, we have full timeout. We'll take it with them. 4:33 to go in the ball game. Balko 59, Felt 32. Balko Bison basketball continue in a moment. In this time when there's so much insecurity in the world, the one thing that you need to be able to rely on is your financial situation. That's where the folks at Summit Wealth Strategies LLC come in. Located in Alva, Summit Wealth Strategies LLC specializes in tax, payroll, and financial management services designed to help folks in the Panhandle in northwestern Oklahoma handle whatever insecurities the world throws at us. Contact Van Johnson at 580-609-4880 and let him give you the financial security and peace of mind you need to make it through any situation. Summit Wealth Strategies LLC is a proud sponsor of Balko Bison Athletics. Watonga Cheese Factory has been producing the finest cheese in Oklahoma and Texas for over 80 years. Locally owned and operated, the folks at Watonga Cheese Factory have summer sausages, the best homemade cheddar cheeses in the region, spiced pickles, homespun honey, and their famous cheese curds. Located in Perryton, Watonga Cheese Factory also has gift baskets and offer delivery options. Visit Watonga Cheese Factory at 2018 South Main Street in Perryton or call them at 806-648-4310. Watonga Cheese Factory is a proud sponsor of Balko Bison Athletics. Welcome back to Anchor D Arena here on the campus of Oklahoma Panhandle State University in Goodwell, Oklahoma, where the Balko Bison lead the Felt Bulldogs by a score of 59-32. Felt has been playing much better in the second half and have actually only been outscored by one here in the second half at 21-20. Royce has the ball, cross-court pass over to Murdoch. Murdoch, three-pointer, is off the back iron, no good, rebounded by Mitchell. Mitchell wrestles the ball away from Hutchison, passes over to Cardwell. Cardwell over to Ty Smith, who's now in the game. Cooper Mitchell driving the baseline. Turn around off the glass for Mitchell's no good. Rebound loose, picked up by Riley. Riley's put back, no good, rebounded by Mitchell. Mitchell backing down. Voorhees, he's fouled on the shot. Cooper Mitchell at the foul line to shoot two. The foul is on Jeb Voorhees. That's Voorhees' second personal foul, fourth team foul. Cooper Mitchell at the line to shoot two. First free throw from Mitchell is on the way and good. So Cooper Mitchell now in the scorebook for the Bison at 60-32 with one more forthcoming halfway through the fourth quarter. Second free throw from the sophomore is on the way. Heavy spin on it. It's good. 61-32, your score favor Balko. 3:55 to go in the ball game. Murdoch bringing the ball into the front court. Murdoch has not rested yet in this game. Pass over to Royce. Royce with the ball cross court over to Murdoch. It's deflected, but Murdoch does get it down to the elbow. Double team there and a little bit of congestion there. Pass is knocked away, but picked back up. Royce driving in off Mitchell. And we have an offensive foul. Foul is on Landon Royce for Felt. That'll be Royce's second personal foul, fifth team foul. Trent Riley drawing the charge on there. Now into the front court, Ty Smith has the ball, passes over to Nathan Smith. Now to Nathan Cardwell with 3:25 to go in the ballgame. Ty Smith holds the ball down, passes over to his brother Nathan. Nathan at the foul line extended back. Now between the circles over to Ty Smith. Smith holds the ball down low over to Nathan Smith. Smith between the circles back to Ty. Ty holds the ball high above his head. Bounces it to Riley. Riley over to Mitchell. Mitchell, 15-foot jumper, in and out, no good. Rebound picked up by Voorhees. 3:05 to go. This ball knocked out of bounds by Nathan Smith. Subbing into the game now for the Bison, Peyton Parker and Daniel Pearson. And into the game for the Bulldogs, Ryan Ward replacing Royce. Nathan Smith and Cooper Mitchell will have a seat. We have 3:04 to go here in the ball game. And getting some pretty good action now for the guys that don't see a whole lot of floor time, which is exactly, I think, what Coach Regier wanted. Voorhees, jumper from the top of the keys off the front iron, no good, picked up by Ty Smith. Smith with the rebound, gives it over to Riley. Riley bounces it to Cardwell, who'll bring it diagonally across the timeline. 2:42 to go in the ballgame. Being guarded by Murdoch, over to Ty Smith. Smith back to Parker, over to Cardwell. Cardwell pass is thrown away, picked up by Murdoch, and the Bulldogs coming the other way. 2.5 to go in the ballgame. 29-point lead for the Bison, 61-32. Balko, I think it's safe to say at this point that Balko will be playing Goodwell. Three-pointer from Ward is no good. Offensive rebound picked up by Hutchison. Hutchison jumper from 12 is off the back iron, no good. Offensive rebound by Ryan Ward. His ball is deflected out of bounds. It will be Balko basketball. Back into the game for the Bison. Correction, it will be Felt basketball. Back into the game for the Bison is Cooper Mitchell replacing Nathan Cardwell. So Balko will be playing Goodwell at 1:30. The three-pointer from Hutchison is no good. Rebound is out of bounds off of Felt, and it will be Balko basketball. Tip-off for that game will be at 1:30. The Balko Lady Bison will be playing Boys City at 11:30. Those games have been moved up due to weather concerns. A winter storm warning has been issued for the area. They're predicting up to a foot of snow. It's going to be a mess. So it was the prudent thing to do to move the game up. Peyton Parker driving into the lane, loses control of it. Picked up by Daniel Pearson. Pearson's shot is no good. Rebounded by Trent Riley. And Balko will reset with a minute 47. Loses control of it out of bounds off of Felt. It will be Balko basketball. Riley to inbound in front of the Bison bench. 61-32 the score. Riley's inbound, trying to find someone. Finally finds Parker. Parker has the ball, holds up high above his head. Drills pass over to Ty Smith. Smith thought about the three, opted not to take it. Over to Parker. Parker down to Pearson. Pearson's shot is blocked by Voorhees. Coming quickly back the other way is Felt. Hutchison driving in. The shot's off the glass. No good. Rebounded by Pearson. Pearson almost stepped out of bounds. Pass over to Parker. Parker crossover dribble. Loses it. Pick up by Voorhees. Coming back the other way. Voorhees' dunk is good. Voorhees dunks it down 27, and the Felt fans acting like they just won the championship. 61-34, a minute 9 to go. Trent Riley with the ball. Cooper Mitchell has a pass over to Ty Smith. Smith being guarded by Hutchison. Bounce pass to Riley at the foul line. Back to Mitchell. Mitchell now under a minute to go. Dribbling, being guarded there by Ward. Loses control of it. Picks it back up. Saved by Parker. Parker has the ball being guarded by Hutchison. 45 seconds. Ty Smith, three-pointer. Bang! That's a Watonga Cheese Factory three-pointer for Ty Smith. Smith's first basket of the season. And it's now 64-34. And Felt throws it away. It will be Balko basketball with 35 seconds to go in the ballgame. Trent Riley to inbound, and the Balko student faithful are going nuts. Half a minute to go. Peyton Parker driving in, 14-foot jumper in and out, no good. Gets his own rebound, put back for Parker is good. Peyton Parker basket, his first points of the season, and it's now 66-34 with 19 seconds to go in the ballgame. Into the front court is Voorhees being guarded by Smith. Pass is knocked away and stolen by Parker. Parker driving all the way in, slows down, waits for everybody who's going to hold the ball. They're not going to shoot. A pass is stolen. Coming back the other way, and Voorhees into the front court. The shot is blocked by Riley and fouled. 3.3 seconds left to go in the ballgame, and Jeff Voorhees is going to shoot 2 free throws. I think Riley was not about to get on somebody's poster, so he fouled him on that shot, and Voorhees will earn these from the foul line. Jeff Voorhees, the leading scorer for the Bulldogs in this game, to shoot 2. It's Riley's second personal foul. First free throw from Voorhees is on the way and good. 66-35 with 3.3 seconds to go in the game.
Okay, I'm keeping this. So 14 made the first one.
Voorhees takes 2 dribbles. Shot is off the front iron and good. Basket is good. Inbound, and they're just going to dribble it out, and that'll be the ball game with the final score. Balko 66, Felt 36. We'll be right back with the Crossroads Express postgame show live from Anchor D Arena. Balko Bison basketball continue in just a moment. Watonga Cheese Factory has been producing the finest cheese in Oklahoma and Texas for over 80 years. Locally owned and operated, the folks at Watonga Cheese Factory have summer sausages, the best homemade cheddar cheeses in the region, spiced pickles, homespun honey, and their famous cheese curds. Located in Perryton, Watonga Cheese Factory also has gift baskets and offer delivery options. Visit Watonga Cheese Factory, 2018 South Main Street in Perryton, or call them at 806-648-4310. Watonga Cheese Factory is a proud sponsor of Balko Bison Athletics. Casey Cowan Custom Haying services the Oklahoma and Texas panhandles for all of your haying needs. From swathing and baling to hay sales for cattle and horses, Casey Cowan Custom Haying is the best option for your farm and ranch needs. Contact Casey Cowan at 580-628-7464 for all of your haying and hay service needs. Casey Cowan Custom Haying is a proud sponsor of Balko Bison Athletics. Crossroads Express is your one-stop shop for your convenience store and gas needs, located at the intersection of highways 412 and 83 at Bryan's Corner. Crossroads Express features specialty deli items like Louisiana meat pies, crawfish pies, boudin, as well as corn dogs and everyone's favorite beef and bean burritos. And the Crossroads Express gas station has your gas and diesel needs that you will need to make it a road trip. Call 580-361-2529 for your call-in orders and let the folks at Crossroads Express take care of you. Crossroads Express is a proud sponsor of Balko Bison Athletics. Panhandle living is hard, and with our scorching summers and frigid winters, if your heating or air isn't working, it can get even harder. Let the fine folks at Tri-State Heating and Air help you make it through the seasons in comfort. Licensed and insured for over 20 years, Bryce Sager and the folks at Tri-State Heating and Air are well equipped to handle your HVAC, air and refrigeration, and heating needs. Locally owned and operated, Tri-State Heating and Air understand the unique needs of folks in the Panhandle. Contact them at 580-525-1820 and let Tri-State Heating and Air make your home or business more comfortable. Tri-State Heating and Air is a proud sponsor of Balko Bison Athletics. In this time when there's so much insecurity in the world, the one thing you need to be able to rely on is your financial situation. That's where the folks at Summit Wealth Strategies LLC come in. Located in Alva, Summit Wealth Strategies LLC specializes in tax, payroll, and financial management services designed to help folks in the Panhandle and northwestern Oklahoma handle whatever insecurities the world throws at us. Contact Van Johnson at 580-609-4880 and let him give you the security you need to make it through any situation. Summit Wealth Strategies LLC is a proud sponsor of Balko Bison Athletics. You're watching the Crossroads Express pregame show live from Anchor D Arena here in Goodwell, where the Balko Bison defeated the Felt Bulldogs by a score of 66-36. The game recap: Felt shooting 14 of 38 for the ball game, 37%, 11 of 27 for 2-point, 3 of 11 from three-point land, all three of those being made by Mason Murdoch, 5 of 6 from the foul line. Balko with 26 of 60 in the game, including 19 of 36 from two-point range and 7 of 24 from three-point range, and they were 7 of 10 from the foul line. Balko paced by Peyton Mulberry, who had 18 points. Braxton Fowler had 7. Jaden Hall, Logan Taylor, Nathan Smith each had 6. Cole Cowan with 5. Cooper Mitchell with 2. Peyton Parker with 2. Mason Romju had 8. Ty Smith and Nathan Cardwell had 3 apiece. For Felt, Mason Murdoch and Jeff Voorhees had 13 points apiece. Travis Fain had 4. Aaron Puebla had 2. And Landon Royst had 4. And that gets us to our final score. Balko 66, Felt 36. The Bison next game will be tomorrow at 1:30 as they take on the Goodwell Eagles right here from Anchor D Arena here in Goodwell. We do want to thank everybody so much for joining us on today's broadcast. I want to give a very special thank you to Cadence Vaughn for running camera for our broadcast, and to to Cadence Vaughn for running camera for our broadcast, and to Carter Pickett for keeping stats for us today. We want to once again thank our sponsors, Squirtle, Watonga Cheese Factory, Crossroads Express, Casey Cowan Custom Haying, the Summit Wealth Strategies LLC, and Tri-State Heating and Air. On behalf of Balko School Administration and the Balko Bison Sports Network, this is David Vaughn reminding you that no amount of success can compensate for failure in the home. Make sure that you let your family know each and every day just how much you love them. Until next time, which will be tomorrow, have a wonderful evening, and God bless.